Good afternoon. This is just a video response. I'm going to just go over this. I have some magnets and they have 1/4 inch holes in them. I went on KandJmagnetics.com to get them, and then these rotors are out of VCRs. I have a whole bunch of them over here. And what I kind of did is I manipulated a few of them and put together the best rotor I could get. If you look, when you take the rotors apart, there's going to be a part in it that's off balance, and there's going to be a part of the rotor that is in balance. And the trick is finding one that the part that stays balanced of the rotor spins, and then the axle doesn't spin. You might just find the right VCR the first time you do it. I did, and since then I've manipulated them. This is from 2 different VCRs, and what I did is I glued this down to the board, and it held it into place. But I had to drill a hole in the middle of the board so that wouldn't throw it off balance. So that sunk down into the board, and then I glued it down. Then this part here, as you can see, the first set of holes that I drilled them too low. And the magnets, you want them to be flush on the bottom, or else they'll scrape the rotor. They'll scrape on the bottom part and it won't let it spin. As you can see though, there is a gap on mine, but if you work with just your first VCR rotor and just decide to use that one, they will be very close to one another. Let me show you. It's gonna look like that. And what I had done, I drilled the holes too low. So make sure you want to drill them nice and high. And I used the 1/4 inch bit, and then I just got some screws with some little, they weren't screws, I guess they were bolts with a flathead. And then some square nuts. But you can use whatever size magnet you want that you can get to work and fit in that tiny spot. Just be careful drilling those holes towards the bottom. You want to get them to the top as possible, and make sure it's easy to drill through too because it's aluminum. Before this video gets too long, this is what I use. The parts, the magnets are available on KandJmagnetics.com. You can pick up a VCR at just about any second-hand store for around $5 and break it open. You might have to get 2 VCRs and go through the rotors. Just make sure you take all the screws out. Don't try to rip the VCR rotors out of there. There's always going to be a screw somewhere in there that is holding it down. Just keep taking the screws out, keep taking the screws out, and eventually it will all come out nice and neat in pieces. And if you Google VCR rotor pictures, the second picture on Google, I do believe, shows you one all taken apart and the parts disassembled. But anyway, I hope that helps out people who are building a rotor, and it's a pretty easy way to do it. You just need a drill and some magnets with some disc magnets with some holes down the middle, some ring magnets. KandJmagnetics.com. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.